Today is going to be quite fun because I'm going shopping and I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. We're gonna try to get some hardscape materials for this tank, but maybe I might end up buying other stuff. I've actually already got a package right here. I ordered this a few days ago and it just arrived this morning, so I can't wait to open this. But I'll open this once we get back from today's trip. We're heading over to 3 different stores, so let's go and head over to the first store.
Hey now, honey, I've been driving around in my car, looking for some kind of open bar. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright. Got no money, but I'll work.
Alright, so I've made it to the first store. It's called Remix and it's a really nice place. They've got good hardscape materials and I've wanted to do a store tour of this place, but the owner refuses to let me, so maybe I just have to persuade him even harder. So I'm gonna head in there. I'll see if there's anything I like. If I get anything, I'll show you guys in just a moment. Okay, so look at what I got here. I got myself a beautiful piece of driftwood. Can't wait to show you guys this. It was quite expensive too, but I think it's worth it. And I also got myself some plants, some 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝗀𝘀, of course, for the 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀 tank in the fish room. Now let's head over to the next stop.
Hey now, honey, I've been driving around in my car, looking for some kind of open bar. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright. Got no money, but I'll work it out with my charm. Having a good time, ain't doing no harm. It's gonna be
okay. So here we are at the second place. This place is called Color. Aquarium Shop Color, and it's a really nice store. I might do a tour of this store in the future, but today we're just picking out some hardscape materials, so let's go and take a look. So the amount of hardscape material this store has is pretty incredible, so I'm gonna take a look slowly and try to pick out a few of the driftwood, maybe some rocks as well, that I like, and I'll show you guys in just a moment. But oh my gosh, check out these stones, serious stones, incredible. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look slowly and we'll see what I pick out. So I found this driftwood and it's not necessarily gonna be for my 60cm tank, but I thought it would make a nice aquascape for one of my 30cm cube aquariums. I especially love all these little twigs that are attached to it. Makes it look really natural, and yeah, I think I'm gonna get this. It's not too bad. So before I do the full store tour in a couple of weeks, I'll give you a sneak peek at a couple of the tanks here. So when you walk in, you see the 6-foot tank with some beautiful angelfish, quite large as well. And I love the variety. It's like a community setup here. And then you've got some Java fern needle leaf, the Microsorum needle leaf. Really nice community tank with a bunch of tetras and rasboras and even cherry barbs. And then here you've got 2 really large terrarium and paludarium. This right here is a terrarium. You can see the plants, it's like a jungle. And then here's the paludarium. This plant, Philodendron Papua New Guinea, the same one I've got at home. And you've got some goldfish in here, that's pretty interesting. Over here, you've got this 2-foot ADA system, really clean. Really love this triangular composition. And then here you've got a couple more ADA systems. The 90cm tank. This is an 𝗂𝘂𝘀𝗀𝘀𝗀, really nice. I love this, the cube cabinet, the glass cabinet. I was thinking about getting this, but I'm too scared I'm gonna break it or something. Yeah, you've got a variety of plants. Really interesting store. Some nano tanks as well. Alright, so I'm not going to show too much because that'll just ruin the tour, but take a look at what I got. So I got that driftwood, which I thought was pretty cool. It wasn't terribly expensive, and I think it'll make for a good scape in the future, so I'm pretty happy with that. And of course I had to get myself some more 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀𝘀. So here are 2 new species to add to my 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀𝘀 family. Alright, so here we are, the final stop, Aqua Review, one of the nicest ADA aquascaping stores here in Japan. I've come here because they just got in a shipment of rocks that I really want to use for my next aquascape, so let's go and check it out. Alright, so here we are at Aqua Review, one of the best places to come to if you want hardscape material, because look at all this driftwood here and then all the rocks over here. They've got almost everything, and I've done a full store tour of this place. I'll put the link in the description below, so make sure to go check that out after this video. But look at that. They've got some really cool driftwood, but the rocks I really want are these. These are a type of lava rock, and I think they'll make the perfect scape for the 60cm aquarium. So I'm gonna pick out a couple of these, and I'll get back to you in just a while. Alright, so I've got myself some rocks right here, and I think I got a bit too much, but it's always better to have more than to have too little, because you don't want to run out while you're scaping. And I might have got myself some driftwood as well. So, I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I might get that, I might not. But let's take a quick look inside, because some things have changed since the last store tour, like this tank. During the store tour, there weren't any fish in it, but now you can see there are some glass bloodfin tetras, and they look incredible, especially in this layout. The iwagumi, the rocks are my favorite. If anyone has mantan stones that you want to donate to me, I'll definitely take them and use them in some scapes, but that's just a joke. Take a look at the 𝗲𝗾𝗀𝗀𝘀𝗀, the flowering. It's pretty incredible how well this aquatic plant flowers. Look at that. This rock though, that is amazing. But I think the fish match the scape really well. I love that red color tail. You can see here too, the same plant, 𝗲𝗾𝗀𝗀𝘀𝗀, feather duster. Look at those flowers. And you've got 𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗀𝗀𝘀𝗀 sticking out of the water. Some Congo tetras in this tank. The males are the brighter colored ones, the females are the ones that aren't as colorful. But yeah, it's a really nice store. Look at the 𝗲𝗾𝗾𝗀𝘀𝗀𝗀 in this. And the Anubias nana petite. This tank is said to be the longest running tank in this store. It's been set up for 5 to 6 years. On the solar RGB LED lights and the cherry barbs. And it's amazing how many generations of cherry barbs have gone through this tank. They breed in here. Then you've got the 6-footer. Look at that. Rainbow fish. And then all your ADA maintenance tools. So if you want to see an in-depth store tour of this place, and you haven't already, I'll put the link in the description once again. Now this here is a newly set up 36cm iwagumi tank, a different style of iwagumi with stem plants in the back, and it just got its first trimming. You can see it was set up March 27th, and the glossostigma still hasn't fully grown in, so it'll be pretty interesting to see once the plants grow in here. It's a pretty colorful scape. Alright, so here's everything I got today. I've got to say, I'm not really excited about how much I spent today. It's not a really nice number, but I'm excited to show you guys what I got, because hardscape material to me is like probably the most important thing if you want to scape a nice looking aquarium. And aquascapers, aquarists will know how important hardscape material is. So let's go and take a look at each thing I got today. I've already put the 𝗶𝗾𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 in my 4-foot tank, so I'll show you more of that later. But let's go and take a look at the boxes to start with. These boxes are actually free of charge. So if you go to an aquarium store that sells ADA hardscape material and you go on a day they get a new shipment in, and you ask the owner kindly enough, they may be nice enough to give you a couple boxes. So I got 3 of them today, and I actually have a couple more in the fish room, and that is where I usually keep my stones, my rocks. So these boxes are actually empty. Yeah, but I want to keep them, I want to use them for keeping hardscape materials. This one here actually has some of the rocks I bought today. So if we take a look, Here are some of the lava rocks that I purchased today, and this box right here is also empty, so empty boxes. Okay, so now with the boxes kind of out of the way, here you can see the hardscape materials more clearly. These are lava rocks that I plan to use on this aquarium for my NA style nature aquascape. And a couple of weeks ago on my Instagram I asked you guys whether you wanted to see an 𝗂𝘂𝗀𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗀 or a nature style aquarium, and nature style aquarium won by quite a bit, so that's what we're gonna do for this tank. So from Aqua Review I got around 5 kilos of this lava rock, as well as 1 kilo of this red color rock, which I won't be using for this tank, but I'll be using for future aquarium aquascapes. And then I also got some hornwood or ironwood, and I've seen Green Aqua use this wood quite a lot, and it's one of my favorites. There's so much character to this wood, and I think it looks amazing, and I'll definitely be using these 3 pieces for this tank right here. And then from Aquarium Shop Color, I purchased this wood, as you guys saw earlier. This is a pretty unique looking piece. Definitely not going to be used in this tank, but I can definitely make good use of this in one of my 30 cm cube aquariums in the fish room. And then last but not least, from the first store we went to, Remix, we've got this piece of driftwood, and let me open this up quickly. So this here you can see is an incredible looking piece of branch wood. Take a look at this. The balance is also so nice, and the shape. When I saw this, I knew I just had to have it. I don't know what I'm going to use it for yet, but I think it'll make a really nice aquascape in the future. Let's take a look at that driftwood. What about a Corydoras tank in the future? I think that would be pretty nice. Incredible. So I got 3 different driftwoods from 3 different stores, as well as some rocks right there. Now let's go and take a look at what's in this box. Alright, so here it is. Well, first of all, the biggest thing in this box is this right here. The 𝗯𝘂𝗀𝘀𝗀𝘀 filter for the tank right behind it. I got 2 other things in this little package. Let's open this thing up. The unbelievable CO2 diffuser. I think this is a Japanese rebrand of the Aquarium Neo acrylic diffuser. So I'm going to be using this on this tank right here. Then the air stones, the ceramic air stones. This can be used both for air as well as CO2. So I'll be using this for my DIY CO2 kits. And then the last thing I got is this right here, the 𝗯𝘂𝗀𝗀𝗀𝘀 Classic 2215 filter, and this is the special 70 years edition in gray color. So I got this for this tank right here because the Tetra filter that I was previously running on this tank, I'm currently running on another tank in the fish room, so I had to get another canister filter. So this right here is my 𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 tank. You can see it's starting to get filled in with plants, but there's still a lot of space for me to plant this tank. I've probably planted about 30 to 40% of this tank, so I'm excited to get more species to add into this tank. But what I got today, first of all, this long leaf plant right here in the back, that is 𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, and I think it'll melt. You can see there's some holes in some of the leaves, so it'll probably start melting a little bit. Then I also got myself some 𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 green, just the regular green type. And I have a lot more than that, but I planted the others into my 4-foot aquascape tank. And then this one right here is 𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 Compact, and I think it stays pretty small, so that's why I put it towards the front of the tank. Next up is this plant right here, 𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, and this one gets pretty big, and it gets some pretty nice textures on its leaves when it grows submerged. Right now it's in its immersed form, so it doesn't look very nice, but I'm pretty excited to see how that one looks in a few months. 𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, and I planted it right next to my 𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 Green Gecko. You can see the Green Gecko has a new leaf right in the center there, and that plant is one of my favorites. And then last but not least, I bought this plant. I didn't know what it was, and I had to research it at the store. It's called 𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 does. As always, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and let me know in the comment section down below if you enjoyed this style of video where I take you guys to different fish stores and have a look at some stuff and maybe even get some new stuff. Subscribe if you haven't already by hitting the red subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys next time.